If we don't reestablish the principles in our own life, I'm not kidding you guys. I mean, I've said this for a long time. There's going to come a place where there's no more exits. There's no more exits. Next stop, the end of the bridge. And it just goes off into nothingness. It's over. We have missed all of the exits. It's time to stop and say, I am not on this bus anymore. I am not going one step further with you. There's no more exits to turn this thing around.
We have to.
You stop the bus. I want off the bus. I raise my hand. Never again is now. I am not going over the cliff with the rest of society. That was the most important thing that I was taught by a righteous Gentile who saved Jews in the 1940s. She said, remember, the righteous didn't suddenly become righteous. They just refused to go over the cliff with the rest of society. If you don't start exercising that muscle now, when it really counts, when lives are really at stake, you will not have the strength to do it. You start exercising that muscle right now. I will not go over the cliff with the rest of society. I will not do it. That woman is white and she's a psycho, period. Period. I don't want to hear any more about it. You want to talk about a science denier? She's denying science. She's white.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
And yet, how many? How many? Okay, MSNBC did a poll. How many people, how many of their viewers say they're perfectly fine with Rachel Dolezal being transracial?
Is this like a
internet
web poll type of thing? Or is
It's
this like, hey, text in your answer?
Daytime viewers, yes.
Okay, so it's not like a scientific
so
poll.
70%.
Stu?
I'll go 75.
You think 70, say it's okay for her to be
I want to say 90.
Yeah. No,
I
you're very, very close. 71%. Perfectly fine for her to be transracial. Perfect.
71%.
They're totally okay with it.
I will not go over the cliff.
Transracial.
I will not go over the cliff with the rest of society. Say it with me. I will not go over the cliff with the rest of society. You got it. You got to. It's time now to stand up. I'm telling you, we are already dismissing genocide. We've done that before. But this time we can see it. This time we know it. This time they've targeted us and we're still denying it. We are denying our faith. We're denying our family. We're denying science. We're denying race. We're denying love over hate. We're denying everything. Enough.
Well, actually, Dr. Abdul-Jabbar mentioned that
don't bring him up again.
It doesn't exist.
It does not exist. He actually wrote a column about
it's
that.
Just it's an artificial construct.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
So
this is insane.
you think?
I just would like to take the temperature. I just like to. Could I just ask everybody just to stop for just a second and just recognize not where we were 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I want you to recognize where we were 2 months ago.
Let's recognize where we were last Thursday before this NAACP thing happened.
It is accelerating.
Oh, my God.
It is accelerating, and it is becoming total madness. Do you realize what people, our children and our grandchildren, will say about us when this resets? Do not allow your children not to have a story about how you stood when the world went insane. I've been saying this for years. This is the time. I've been telling you since a year ago spring that this would be this. That we're coming into the time. We're coming. It's here. It started. It's here. I told you just this last spring, within the last couple of months. You haven't caught up to it yet, but this is it. This is the time. I hope you're starting to understand. This is it. Look at, as Pat said, what happened since Thursday. Where will we be at Christmas? Where will we be, God forbid, by next summer? This isn't like a little insane period. You've got to change everything. You make a stand. You start exercising that muscle by standing for the things that you know are true And we start with the big things. We start with what's happening with ISIS and the truth about ISIS and what they're doing to homosexuals, Muslims that aren't Muslim enough, Jews and Christians. They're slaughtering them. It's evil. You start there. You raise your hand. Never again is now. No more. I will not go over the cliff with the rest of humanity. Join us now. I'm telling you, this is it. You've been hearing me talk for a while, and I say, one of these days, we're going to take a stand. We're going to change the world. This is it. You want to join me? You go to mercury1.org right now. You read all about it. If you can, donate to the cause. Read all about it. Do your own homework. And then you join me in Birmingham, Alabama on 8/28. I've had enough. Warning. My gut tells me the next month, by the time we make it to 8/28, so much more will have happened that you won't even recognize. You won't recognize where we are right now.